Hey everybody, I'm back and I have a cold. But while you are looking at the painting from video 320, the mallet smash, I want to say thank you for all of your well wishes of love and prayers for my father-in-law who passed away a week ago, which is why I've been absent for a few weeks. And for those of you that were like, we'll be here waiting when you come back, that really was touching. So thank you very much. I don't know whether I will be able to answer all of the posts or all of the comments that I've had while I've been gone. So if I miss a comment and you need a question answered, email me or ask me again, because I'm many days behind at this point. So, and I will try to keep my coughing and hacking to a minimum. I feel okay, just I don't sound good, and I was annoying all the students today at school, which I found hilarious because they're constantly annoying me. Alright, so this is a wood panel from Blick. Here's the tag from it. You can tell that I have wiped off a painting. I did a painting last night and I filmed it. And then then at the end, I realized that it had stopped filming after 2 minutes. And the painting sucked anyways. So I just wiped it off and pretended it never happened, except now I'm telling you about it. So now you know that it did happen. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. But I really wanted to paint and put a video out there, so I apologize for the hacking. I had downloaded a new texting app because all the group texts between my husband's family about my father-in-law, there was like 15 of us, and my regular app couldn't handle it. And this new one, when it goes off, it turned off the camera. And I tried to fix that. I tried to go into settings and all that stuff. But then all I managed to do was to silence my phone entirely. So I said, screw it, and I went back to my original app. So there's the story. All right, this is actually the yellow from, let me grab it, Deco Art. They're pouring medium, so it was just pouring medium in the yellow. I have a video of that. And it was really thick. Remember when I had put it, I sound like I'm about to cry, but I'm really not. I had in one of these, and it was almost like cracking on top. That's how thick it was. But I added, this is iridescent medium, that because of some of your comments, I realized I could mix up in a batch. So I added that and a little water and thinned it down to how I wanted it. And now I'm going to add 3 got in there, of treadmill silicone. This is on my Amazon list, which is in the video description. I had stir sticks. I don't know where they went. So that's in my Amazon description, as is the washing machine pan that I am pouring over. And then I was going to use this blue. I figured it was a blue with silicone since I always put the silicone in the little ones. So I started stirring it up and I'm like, what the heck is this? Well, it turns out that this, and I'm glad I remembered because I did not write it down. This is just turquoise Pearl X powder and Liquitex pouring medium. So this is not paint. I'm glad I realized that. So I'm going to use that though. And then Liquitex Basic Cadmium Red Deep Hue. And my Prussian Blue. Because I was thinking I needed a blue, because that's not really like a blue. I mean, it's blue, but anyhow. Alright, I'm gonna mix it in here first. Yeah, the painting last night, I used various shades. When I scraped it all off, the drip pan was gorgeous. But I used shades of greens and then purple. And it looked good at first, and then it didn't look good. So, but I think I also last night wasn't in the right frame of mind. I had a lot of stuff I had needed to catch up on from, the past week that I haven't been able to do. So I think, God, my voice really does sound wavery, doesn't it? And when you're not in the right frame of mind, even though painting can be a very soothing activity, I can't do it. If my heart's not in it, I can't do it. So I decided, rather than being frustrated and trying to do another one, I just quit and I went upstairs and I did my fun chores, like I had thank you notes to write and bills to pay and all that fun stuff. You know what? I'm going to add, this is going to be dark, but I'm going to add a touch of dioxazine purple. And now that I'm realizing it, I had watched the video of that video 320 to see if I needed to wash it before I resined it, to see if I had used silicone. And I saw this on there and assumed that this was a silicone because I didn't watch it with sound. And now I'm thinking there is no silicone in that, so I wasted a good washing. And I just wash it in the sink with Dawn dish soap. I've got a video somewhere of me. Just literally, I squeeze the dish soap on it and get my hand wet and foam it all up like I'm washing a plate. And it works like a charm. It is probably 97% perfect in getting all the silicone off. And usually now when I have to re-silicone a piece, it's because like a dust or hair or something got in it. I had a whole system rigged when I had to resin my commission piece, which was 15 by 30. So it was too big to sit in my pan. So I spread paper on the floor and I resined it on the floor. And then I put paint cans at either end. And then I had a huge canvas still in the wrapper that I rested on those cans and that, so that went over it. And then I put a tablecloth over that so all the sides were covered. And it worked. I only had to do one coat on that, which is good because it used 36 ounces of resin. I probably could have gotten by with a couple ounces less, but I figured it was way better to mix too much than not enough. Alright. This is getting hard to tilt over here, so I'm just going to add more rather than keep trying. I can see some of the blue has snuck out of there. So this wood I did prime. I actually used the Dutch Boy, which is what my white paint is. And you can find mixing recipes in my playlist. So that's what I actually used to prime this. And I just did one coat and then I sanded it. Yep, there's the dioxazine purple sneaking out of there. Alright. That's kind of pretty. So let's give it a minute. Let it sit. Let it see where it's gonna go. I know I want this. Like that. Because that was an area that had a lot of white over the color. Like here's another one, but I don't think that one's as bad. Oh, that kind of gave a unique effect. I think maybe I will do this side. Those are pretty. All right. Sorry. I'm going to start tilting. One of these paints is like sitting on the top, and that may be the it may be the Pearl X. That might be my problem right now. Because there's just like liquid running through on the top, I can see, which has caused it to do this. So I'm going to introduce white, which is thicker than whatever that stuff is. Widen out the base of it. So that was kind of more like a swipe with the white, using the cup edge to kind of swipe it. And now it is tilting better. still seems to be too thin. So I am going to get the hair dryer, because if it's really as thin as it looks, the hair dryer should be helpful. Except the well, that's kind of cool. I want this part over. Kind of pulling out color where I feel it should be. Edges. I love the colors in this. So there you have it. I really like what the hairdryer did. The colors are really cool together. Woo! There you go. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you later. Bye.